Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out Live and Let Die. We are continuing on the James Bond journey, and this time we have a new James Bond. I don't know who the actor is, but I know it is someone I have not seen before. I'm really excited to get into this movie because Live and Let Die is a movie that I've heard a lot of good things about, and it is the one that I know the title sequence the most. That didn't make any sense. It is the title sequence that I know the most. I have definitely heard Live and Let Die before. It played at the Oscars last night. By the way, those Oscars were crazy, but I'm not going to talk about that. But there was like a James Bond thing at the Oscars, and Live and Let Die was the song over the montage. So I've heard the theme song before. I love the theme song for Live and Let Die, and I'm really excited to see the movie, and I'm hoping the movie is just as good as the theme song. But yeah, besides knowing that this movie is supposed to be good, or at least hearing good things about this movie, I don't know what the plot of this movie is. I don't know how this new guy is as James Bond. I don't even know his name. I don't know if he returns for later movies. I don't know if he stays. I'm assuming he stays for at least a couple of movies because I think George Lazenby is the only Bond to have only one movie. But yeah, I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see him in the role. It will be a little weird for me at the start to kind of see him, just like it was to see George Lazenby. It'll be weird to see a different James Bond, but I think I'll get used to him, and I'm really excited. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So let me turn on the light and we can decide what color it should be. Boop. Nice. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go red today. Red is a very normal color for me and the James Bond reactions, but I think I'll go red just because Live and Let Die, and Die has like a knife as the eye, so I feel like red is going to be a good color. Also, it's very bright outside. It's basically noon at this point, and so red is just a color that is more easily visible on camera. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon, where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose, so thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, let's just get into this movie. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Live and Let Die. Oh, music change. Ooh, it's more jazzy.
And I must emphasize this point. No formula can or will.
Oh, someone's gonna unplug. Ah, Canada, represent.
When 3 or more applicants have been recognized, which is in direct contradiction.
You're gonna blow up his ears or something?
Whose funeral is it?
Oh, yours. Ah, I got the line. Oh, that was so good though. Oh my god, it actually is his. I can't believe it. Everyone's in on it. And now it's a celebration. The man's dead. Yeah, maybe he was a really bad person. You don't know. We're gonna be getting a lot of deaths at the start of this movie. These are like important people that are dying. I wonder. Or agents, maybe? Bite him. I was gonna say, that snake looks so fake. Wait. Oh, here's the intro, baby. Roger Moore. Oh, we're in the Roger Moore era now. Okay, I've heard of him. Live and Let Die. Boom. Let die. Boom. Honestly, such a good song. This song's so exciting. There's a lot of fire, like almost match symbolism, you know? I'm very interested to see what this is about. Live and let die. Do. Ha. Do. Live and let die. Guy Hamilton. He's come back. Ah, yay. He's still back as M. Unbelievable.
I take it these killings are connected.
That's precisely what you're going to find out.
Oh yeah, I want you to find out, Bond.
New Orleans.
I bet he makes a good coffee.
Oh, thanks.
Well, the authorities were...
Money Penny!
Caruso.
Oh.
You wouldn't happen to know where she is?
Nah, she's just in my closet right now.
Disperses its funds. In future, Commander, allow me to suggest a perfectly adequate watchmaker.
That was an advertisement if I've ever seen one.
Intensified magnetic field. Powerful enough to even deflect the path of a bullet.
We're gonna see that later on, aren't we? He's gonna do some Neo Matrix dodge.
Or should I say, ciao, bello.
Oh, I love Moneypenny so much. I actually really like Roger Moore's Bond already. I think he's really good. He still doesn't have the same like screen presence as Sean Connery, but there's something so nice about him. Okay. Can you really trust the cab though? Can you trust this man with the pink shirt?
Just a Lido for you, sir.
Thank you. Hello, Felix. How are you? Traffic permitting,
Is it the same Felix or a different Felix?
Then you can buy me the best lunch in New York.
Fine, James.
Ah, it's a different Felix. This white car kind of looks like the car from, what is it, Speed Racer? Oh no, it's a gun. That's so cool.
Hey, easy, Charlie. Let's get there in one piece.
Is he dead or is he being controlled? Okay, he's probably dead. Yeah. I thought for a second there was some mind control happening. I was like, what the heck? Watch out for the sweeper! Oh, on the steps! Oh, that was so awesome. Oh, into the van.
You know how I hate to trouble you, but I've run into a little bother.
A little bother. It's quite a bit of a bother.
Bullied by United States industry. The story is an old one.
Why is she just stripping down to nothing?
Something.
Is this the psychic that we saw when he was flying?
Lengthwise, if you don't mind. Thank you.
He's so smart. He's so smart. He always knows how to get out of a situation or get into a situation like this. Oh.
Remain.
The Speedster Mobile. That's what that's going to be called from now on. Follow them. Follow them in the Speedster.
He's tailing.
Oh, of course. Of course. Whenever the James Bond theme hits. The James Bond theme for this movie, though, is slower, you know? And it's more jazzy.
For $20, I'll take you to a Ku Klux Klan cookout.
I love this guy's sideburns.
He's heading east.
Even the shoe shiners are in on it. This guy leaning against the pole
They must have
is in
gone
on
inside.
it too.
Pull up where you can.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's just standing there all weird like.
He's heading on in.
Oh, even the taxi driver's on it. Oh my days! I didn't expect the taxi driver to be in on it.
I'd like something on the side as well. Information. 3 men and a girl came in.
What? And he drank James Bond's water too. How rude. I knew it. I knew the girl was gonna be there as soon as the music hit.
Solitaire.
My name is Bob.
And is she playing solitaire right now too? That would be hilarious. Oh my gosh, oh no, she's doing tarot cards. Never mind.
You can't be too careful in New York City these days.
Whoa.
Hand it over.
The fool, haha, idiot James Bond.
My name is... James is for tombstones, baby. You all take this honky out and waste him, now.
What? They brought him here just to shoot him?
Now, I promise you'll stay right there. I shan't be long.
The music is so good. The music is so good. It's the James Bond theme mixed with something else. Ooh, so good. Oh. Oh, nice, dude.
There's only supposed to be one man who can pull together that much black muscle in this town. Calls himself Mr. Big. You named the business?
I hope he's really small. I love when movies do that.
Name's Bond. You have a reservation for me?
Ah, yes, Mr. Bond, of course. Mrs. Bond has been expecting you.
Mrs. Bond? Whoa. Now that guy is Spider-Man. They showed a close-up of him putting the gun on the bed, which means someone's gonna grab the gun, right? You have to check your hotel room for wires first. I love it. I love it when he does this in movies. I don't know why. It's just like the James Bond thing. A snake! Ah! Oh man, it's this guy. Not while James Bond's shaving. Wait till he's done shaving at least. Come on, so rude. You don't recognize him?
Yeah.
Is it because he's posing as a service worker and people just don't pay attention to service workers at all? Ah, I love it. I love it. I love how aware he is. He just flamethrowered the snake. Holy dingus. Oh! It's Mrs. Bond.
It's not a hotel waiter. I was just trying to be careful.
Okay. Okay.
My first was Baines, the agent who was killed.
Relief to know I'm next in line for the same kind of aid.
It's not... not a very good success rate.
Catch up on old times.
Felix told me there'll be moments like this.
James Bond is the horniest man alive, confirmed.
Belonging to a small-headed man of limited means who lost a fight with a chicken.
It's a warning. Get it out of here!
Oh, what's it a warning for? I quite like the superstition stuff in this movie. I don't know, it's very interesting.
You want to catch a big fish there? It's only 2 pounds over here.
Now this is the guy that you want. Please make this guy be evil. I want a fist fight on a boat. Yes, he's definitely evil. He has a secret door.
Speak for themselves. Rosie Carver, meet the man who shares my hairbrush. Quarrel Jr.
Oh! Yeah, I thought he was bad too.
It's up in the hills, just after we clear the next cove.
That's a nice place. Would live there.
There will be violence. He approaches even now.
The guy on the boat kind of reminds me of the guy from the first James Bond movie, from Dr. No. Like the guy... I even feel like Coral was his name, but I'm not sure. Because they were both like fishermen, they were both helping James Bond get to another part of an island or something on a boat. I hope he doesn't have a fiery death like that other guy.
They're coming. Rosie knows what to do. Now I want nobodies this time. No trace.
Rosie knows what to do? Our Rosie? But I love Rosie. Don't be bad, Rosie.
Up in the hills down there.
Oh, man, Rosie. Oh.
You do know what the Queen of Cups means in an upside-down position?
Is it betrayal?
Poor perverse woman, a liar, a cheat, and I'd like some answers now.
Oh, James is so good. He made sure to take off his shirt before questioning her, though.
Make your choice.
Oh my god, the music in this movie's top tier.
Rosie?
Goodbye, Rosie. You might be died. Or you might be dying,
Rosie?
you might be dead. Good grammar, Oliver. Oh, Rosie is now dead Z. No, that joke didn't work. Sorry.
And you saw death.
It must have been the girl's death. If you do not ask...
Good cover, good cover.
Where is Bond now?
He's flying a kite on the beach. Of course. Oh, nope, he's paragliding on the beach. or something with a cigar. How cool is he? I wish I could be this cool. What a waste of your cigar. You had so much of it left. Okay, I thought that he did something like bad, but it turns out James Bond just wanted to fly, let loose a little bit. Oh no, he's going stealth mode, infiltrating. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
It is a blasphemy. They tell nothing to those who cannot see.
Yeah. You also need to get gifted your own tarot cards, I'm pretty sure, right?
Now you must go.
But you do believe. I mean, really believe in the card.
He's believe. You believe you should make out with me, right? Ha! Now you have to make out with him. There is a charm about Roger Moore's James Bond, you know? It's not the same as Sean Connery's, but it's more affectionate in a way. Okay. Oh, they're all the lovers. He cheated! He's a cheat! He's a scoundrel, a menace!
Of course he did. Well, you're visual proof of that, aren't you?
Oh no, that's not what she's talking about, dude.
I've lost it.
Yeah, she did, didn't she?
The deck was slightly stacked in my favor.
Makes
You think?
I've never been there, and he has never taken me there.
He's like, she's useless. No information.
I've seen great riches there. They'll kill you.
Great riches in crime usually means one thing. Drugs.
For lesson number 3.
Oh.
Absolutely.
He's like, no, I already put my clothes on. Sorry.
They're heading for the hill.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. He found it. Hills. He found hills. The secret has been revealed. There's so much intrigue and mystery accompanied with the music, you know? Oh, it's so good. Literally did nothing, Bond. You lifting that did absolutely nada.
Unit 2-5, we have picked them up.
They're everywhere. They're literally everywhere. Oh my god. Are we getting a double-decker bus chase? No way. No way. This is more than I could ever ask for. We're getting a double-decker bus/motorcycle chase. Whoa. Whoa, that was sick. Ooh, in the water, baby. Oh, you guys suck. Oh my god, you're going head on. The bus will win. Low bridge. Oh my god. They're gonna decapitate the top of the bus. Oh, please. Please, this is gonna be so much fun. Ooh! Haha. Is he gonna drive? Oh my god. I thought he was gonna drive straight into the water.
Voodoo Land was just poppy fields. A simple matter of heroin smuggling.
How would I say? Drugs. Sharks? This is Jaws 4. No, Jaws 5. The Revenge, Part 2.
Sure beat the hell out of Harlem, don't it?
Oh.
Relax. Mr. Big wants to see you.
I like this guy. I would be friends with this taxi driver even though he's probably a bad guy.
But I've only just arrived.
Today is your lucky day, Jim. You're going skydiving.
You're going skydiving? Oh, I thought he was gonna get hit by that fire truck for a second. Get in the plane, Bond. Get in a plane. Get in a plane. Yes! Get in the plane. Get in the plane.
what's on for today?
Look
Let's
where you're
just wing
going.
it, shall we, Mrs. Bell?
Let's just wing it. That's a good one. Can't believe I'm witnessing a plane chase on the ground.
I can't find a brake.
That was a sick camera shot. Ooh! Oh boy.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's really a car. Oh my god, another funeral. It's your time to die, son. If a man walks up right beside him, I'll scream. Oh my gosh, the little assassin over here. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. They're celebrating.
Find something a little closer to the stage.
What's wrong with the booth?
I once had a nasty turn in a booth.
Yeah. Yeah, he really did have a nasty turn. Live and let die. Oh, I can't believe she's singing the Bond song. It's everywhere in this movie. He has no luck, does he?
When you got a job to do, you got to do it well.
Not James Bond, I would just say, I'm just gonna stand. I'm just gonna stand, thank you.
Yeah, well, you just let me handle our business with the man.
I forgot this guy has a hook hand. It's so cool.
One little question that he wants answers for.
In that case, you better ship me back to the island and let him...
Also, James Bond could totally just move his arm out. Look at that. Oh! What? This is what I thought was going to happen in Diamonds Are Forever with Blofeld. What? What? Be more surprised, James Bond. That was epic.
A sort of junkie's welfare system.
Well, merely until the number of addicts in the country has doubled, shall we say.
And then you're going to put prices on it.
Asked by the gentleman concerned.
Did you touch
her?
Did you
touch her?
Ugh.
That's a particularly handsome watch you're wearing, Mr. Bond. May I see it, please?
Oh, don't show him the watch.
From Miss Solitaire, you will snip the little finger of Mr. Bond's right hand.
Oh, no, thank you.
You will proceed to the more vital areas.
Oh, you know what that means. James Bond knows what that means too. Yeah, but how do you know if they're the wrong answers?
Do I speak the truth?
You speak the truth.
You need to give her something harder. That's a 50-50 answer. You have to ask her something else as well. Come on.
My compliments on a splendid operation. There is one thing, however,
It was wrong? This is so stressful. Was she wrong? The music! Oh, the hand slap.
You knew that.
You knew that!
I quite like this guy as a villain. He's really fun.
The tonnage order is nearly complete.
They're just gonna allow Bond to walk through this. I hope he cleans his hook after, or else he could get sick. He could get like salmonella.
Got over careless with him some time back and he took my whole arm off.
Oh, okay.
There.
Dude, you're gonna push him in, aren't you? There's no railings up right there.
Oh, I was rather counting on that.
There are two ways to disable a crocodile, you know.
Ah! James Bond, you're the fool. I thought you were gonna push the other guy in, but it looks like you are the fool. I feel like he could make it before the Crocs get him. Oh, yay, we finally got use of the watch. That's so dumb. Who did that? James Bond versus a crocodile. It's actually intense. These look like real crocodiles, and it looks like someone is standing next to real crocodiles. He just walked on their heads. I told you it would be easy. Oh, they're gonna lead them into... Oh. Oh, I get in the speedboat chase maybe? There are more speedboats there too.
Cut him off! Hector, move, damn it!
Oh yes, we're getting a speedboat chase. Oh yes, I love speedboat chases. Ooh. That was so sick. Whoa, that guy was out of control. Ooh.
I'm sure this ain't exactly your debut with this sort of thing.
You did not have to spit. Oh my god, are we gonna get a crazy jump? Please. Woo! How awesome was that?
Got him locked up in a shed. Wondering if you'd like to come over and shoot it for her.
Shoot it? That's very unfortunate. A peaceful day on the river. Now there's a boat on your lawn. Now there's a boat in your pool. You know what? That's pretty cool though. Now you have a free boat.
All the black Russians driving boats to beat the dam down here. Relax, Sheriff.
What's this guy saying? That really didn't do anything. This is also so strange. It's like just gone away from James Bond, and now it's like these sheriffs. The music right now. Oh, it's so smooth.
May not lawfully be joined together. Let him now speak, or else hereafter.
Oh my god, way to interrupt the wedding. Oh wait, no, that was so awesome. Not the cake. Not the cake. Oh, oh, in the tent. Oh, you have to pay for that, dude. What's ahead? What's ahead? Oh, it just ends. The river ends. Or, no, it doesn't actually. Where's James Bond? That is the question. Oh! Oh my god, he's gonna explode, isn't he? He's gonna explode. Boom! Oh. That was good. That was good. The chase, I thought was a little bit too long, but the ending was worth it.
Kananga's in town. He's got your girl with him. They just took off.
No way, this guy's still here.
Watch out for sharks on the way back.
We'll see you for breakfast, Felix.
Watch out for sharks on the way back. That's gonna come back later. Sacrifice her! Ah, not what I thought was going to be in the coffin, but not something that I like. Come on, James, do something. Magnetize, magnetize. This music is so intense. What? He's rising from the dead like the boogeyman. That was so awesome. And that guy just died. This guy is unkillable. Those are some nice explosions. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. They're really nice explosions. Ah, he's back. He's moving faster this time. James Bond versus an invincible man from the dead. Oh! Oh!
Ah, Mr. Bond, there you are.
I've been waiting for you.
2 more glasses for our guests.
Glasses of death! Boom, 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 boom.
I checked behind a rock and his wetsuit is gone.
That's not good. That's not good.
With compressed gas pellets.
He's gonna block the bullets with his watch, guys.
An underground monorail.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what is that ugly looking thing?
Max, you must have got tied up somewhere.
Can hold 25
I mean, you're right, Felix. That's the knife in the eye and die on the poster. Oh, because they're gonna put him in the water and the sharks are gonna eat them. Oh, why did villains always do such dramatic deaths for James Bond? Someone's already tried to kill him with sharks before, don't they know? Yes! Way to go, boy! What? It's really living up to the role in the Rolex. Oh, poor Whisper. Oh no, they're both in! They're both in! Is he gonna blow up? No, he doesn't. What a death. Oh my god, what a death. He blew up like the girl in Willy Wonka.
Where's Kananga?
Well, he always did have an inflated opinion of himself.
Yes, the kill line, I love it.
James, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm making the bed. Oh my god, Hookman is still alive. I thought the movie was over. What the heck?
Do hurry up, James.
Won't be a moment, darling.
Do you think she's gonna die? Yeah, she probably is gonna die. The Bond girls always die. I guess sometimes they don't. And some of the Bond movies, they didn't die at the end.
After all, you wouldn't want anyone to just walk in on us, would you?
Oh, someone's about to walk in on you.
First time in my life, I feel like a complete woman.
Oh, okay, well you're dead now. Ooh. This is kind of a cool fight. Not gonna lie, this is kind of a cool fight. Oh my god, his whole arm. That crocodile that ate his arm really deep-throated it. That is one way to get rid of someone.
Just being disarming, darling.
That was a fun movie. That was a fun James Bond movie. And that was my reaction to Live and Let Die, the 1973 James Bond film starring Roger Moore, Jane Seymour, Yaphet Kotto, Geoffrey Holder, and Clifton James. Clifton James being maybe one of the worst characters in Bond history. I'm sorry, I hated the sheriff, but I'll talk about that stuff later. But overall, I thought this movie was pretty good. It didn't live up to the expectations that I was hoping it would. I don't know why, but I was going into this movie with very high expectations. I don't know if it's because my family or my dad really likes this movie. I think it was the first James Bond movie he saw in the movie theaters, or if it's just because other people have told me this movie's good. But I thought this was going to be like an amazing, like From Russia with Love style James Bond movie, because I love From Russia with Love. That is still one of my favorite James Bond movies to date. And so I was super hyped going into it, and this was a decent James Bond movie. I just don't think it was amazing. I thought Roger Moore was amazing as James Bond. I thought he was really good in his first outing, and I'm very excited to see him continue. I think there's like 7 movies that he has or something like that, so he's gonna have a lot of time to progress as James Bond, and I'm excited to see him. I thought he was great. It didn't take a lot of time for me to transition into him, and I thought like the settings and stuff were cool. I thought some of the action was cool. It wasn't as crazy as the other James Bond movies. It was a little bit more grounded, but there were still like some fun gadgets and some fun chases, but there weren't any like jetpack fights, if you know what I mean. There wasn't like the Thunderball goofiness or something like that, or the Goldfinger goofiness, or like death lasers from outer space, diamonds are forever goofiness. You know, it was definitely more grounded, like kind of almost like the first film, Dr. No, or From Russia with Love in that instance. But yeah, there was some stuff that I thought was weird about this movie as well that I will get into. But first, let's talk about the reviews and then the music, because I thought the music in this movie overall was really, really good. I just thought there was like, I thought it was pretty funny with Live and Let Die though, how they used it so much, but I'll get to that in a second. So reviews for this movie, 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb and 65% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it seems like both critics and audiences are very mixed on this movie. It seems like some people like this movie and some people just don't like this movie, and I can see both sides. You know, I think you can be a fan of this movie, I think you can enjoy it, but I do think there are some glaring flaws with this movie. A lot of it has to do with the blaxploitation of the time. You know, a lot of these black actors kind of, and I'm sure some of it has to do with the blaxploitation of the time and of the film, and I'm not really gonna get into it because I'm not knowledgeable enough to get into it, and I don't think I'm gonna add anything to that conversation, but I'm sure that has a part of why this movie isn't viewed as well as maybe some of the other James Bond movies. But yeah, I still think this is a decent James Bond movie, and one of the really good things about it was the score. I thought the score of this movie was phenomenal. When the score was playing, I was noticing the score, and if you've seen my James Bond reactions, the score isn't something I necessarily notice in James Bond unless it's the James Bond theme itself. And it was interesting because the score for this movie, for the most part, was either a slowed down version of the James Bond theme or Live and Let Die. There were a few instances here or there where it was a different score altogether, and I enjoyed them, like when the hotel sequence, when James Bond is kind of in the hotel, he's looking for the bugs and stuff, and then he's in the bath and the snakes there. That whole sequence I thought was really good, and the music was amazing because it really amped the tension, and then when Rosie came in with the gun and the music started to swell and he's kind of there, oh, I thought that was a really, really good sequence. I loved that whole hotel sequence. I was super invested in. I think some of it had to do with the music, but what I thought was really funny was how much they used the Live and Let Die theme song. In most James Bond movies, they will use it, like the theme song here and there throughout the movie, like little snippets of it here, little snippets of it there, but mostly it's just kind of there for the title, the opening title, and then maybe the end credits, and then it's just kind of sprinkled throughout the movie. But in this one, they were just like, you know what, Live and Let Die is a banger. People know that this is a good song. We know that this is gold. We are gonna play it as much as possible. So it just played so much, like you would just be watching them like talk or something, and then like Live and Let Die would play. James Bond is looking for a boat at the start of the movie, a fishing boat, and Live and Let Die is just playing in the background. Someone literally sings Live and Let Die in the movie, which has not happened in any of the James Bonds. So I thought it was just really funny that they knew that this song was so good and they just tried to play it as many times as possible to hopefully get people to listen to it after the movie. But I mean, it works because Live and Let Die is one of the best James Bond theme songs. It is such a good song. I thought the action in this movie was also pretty good. It was directed by Guy Hamilton, who did Diamonds Are Forever and Goldfinger, I'm pretty sure, and so I quite like his style of action. I was saying that I don't really like the style of On Her Majesty's Secret Service, like that kind of quick cut editing action. I'm not a fan of it. And Guy Hamilton, he directs with a lot more kind of clearer takes, like longer takes, some more wide shots. There's a siren going on in the background. Someone must be having a fire or something, so sorry about that. But you know, I quite like his style of action, so I liked the action scenes in this quite a bit. I thought they were really fun. I really liked the train action sequence at the end. I thought that one was just, it kind of reminded me of From Russia with Love, but it felt less intimate. It felt a little bit more separated. I think that's just the camera work. I think the camera work wasn't so invested in the characters as the camera work in From Russia with Love's train fight sequence was. And I also really loved the boat sequence as well. The boat sequence was really, really fun and entertaining, but I think it was too long, and I think that the sheriff stuff, Clifton James's sheriff stuff, just should have been cut from the movie. I don't think any of that should have been in the movie at all, and I think it almost ruined the chase for me, because the chase was so good, like whenever they were showing the boats like going around the bayou and stuff like that, and jumping across the land and skidding across land, going through weddings and buildings and stuff, like all of that was so much fun to watch. But whenever it cut to the sheriff, I just was not having fun. I wanted it to go back to James Bond, and it was so weird. It just could have been cut from the movie and nothing would have been changed. Nothing would have been changed, and I don't really know why they have him in there. Was it just for like a comedic effect? Was it to make the movie longer? I'm not really sure, but it was just an interesting choice to cut away from our protagonist James Bond in the middle of an action-packed speedboat chase, and to cut away from him and to go to a racist sheriff. I just didn't really understand why they did that, and I don't know, maybe you guys find him funny. I didn't find anything he said that funny. I thought he was just annoying. There was definitely racist undertones in the way he spoke and stuff like that, and I don't know, I just was like, why did the film feel the need to cut away from James Bond in the middle of a high-speed chase? Whenever it was on James Bond, the chase was so cool, especially kind of halfway through the chase. They started to kind of blast music while the chase was going on, like the James Bond theme song. It was really, really exciting. It was really fun. The end, the climax of the fight was great. The way he pours gasoline on the guy and makes the guy spin around and then kind of drags the guy up the ramp, and then huge explosion, like amazing, thrilling stuff. It's just, why did they have to cut away so often to a character that wasn't even interesting? It just kind of ruined the pace of the fight. Like the fight I would be like getting excited, like ramping up, my adrenaline flowing, and then it would cut to him. It was just like, oh, okay. And then it would be like 2 minutes of this bumbling sheriff over here, and then I would just kind of lose interest in the scene. So when the scene comes back, it took time for me to get invested in it again, and then it would just cut away and I would just lose all interest. So it kind of ruined, well, I wouldn't say ruined because I still had fun with the chase, but it almost ruined that chase for me. So I just don't understand why they needed to have him in the movie at all. I also quite liked the magic in this movie, you know, like the magic, the mysticism, the tarot cards and stuff like that. I thought that was a fun little thing because we don't really have magic and stuff. Obviously magic isn't real. This is based kind of in our world, or a world basically like ours, and so magic isn't real. But it's fun to see like just tarot cards and stuff, because I think that tarot cards are interesting. I don't know necessarily if I believe in tarot cards and stuff like that, but I do think that the concept of them is interesting, and in film, in a film context, I love to see like the supernatural stuff, and I like to believe in that stuff in a film context. So it's really fun to see the tarot cards have an actual effect on the plot and stuff like that, especially with Solitaire and her whole tarot aspect. I thought that was really, really cool, and I like that the villain, Mr. Big, believed in tarot cards and stuff. I just thought that made it really interesting. And then there was always like this little bit of spiritual magicalness kind of in the background of every time they were on the island. I think it was filmed in Jamaica. Whenever they were there was like the people rising from the coffins and stuff, and there were moments in this movie where I was like, oh, magic maybe is real, before maybe getting subverted and there was actually like a twist or something like that. And speaking of twist, when Mr. Big took off his mask, oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting that in Diamonds Are Forever. You remember at the start of Diamonds Are Forever when Blofeld shows all of those masks, and he's like, yeah, I can make people into me, basically. And then I thought there was going to be like a hitman, and there was like a hitman, there was two hitmen, and I thought one of them was going to be Blofeld just with a mask, and he was going to like rip off the mask at the end, and it was going to be this huge reveal. That happened in this movie and not in Diamonds Are Forever, so I guess I was just thinking of the wrong movie, but I was being a psychic, because the question I brought up was just too vague, as Solitaire brings up in this movie. But I really enjoyed that aspect of the film. It was something I wasn't expecting, and it was something something that I really, really liked. Something I thought was funny and something that just happens in every James Bond movie, and something that the villains just need to learn is, why does every single villain keep trying to kill James Bond in the slowest, most dramatic possible way? Mr. Big had probably 7 or 8 moments, 7 or 8 very clear-cut chances to kill James Bond, and he just decided not to. He just decided to let the moment linger, let the moment be dramatic, let Bond have time to figure out how to escape, and it's just like Mr. Big. Like, especially at the end when he's lowering them into the water, it's like, Mr. Big, I understand that this will be cool to watch. I understand that, like, this is very dramatic and you are a dramatic man, but this is like your 7th time trying to kill him. Just shoot him. Just shoot him. Like, I don't know, like, it's fun to watch them do these dramatic deaths, but it's like, you guys, eventually one of you just has to pull the trigger. Like, one of you just has to kill him. I also thought that the watch was really, really fun in this movie, like James Bond's magnet watch, but I did think it was funny that his magnet watch only magnetized the thing that he wanted to magnetize. Like, especially at the end when he's magnetizing the bullet, like, somehow he managed to magnetize the bullet to him and not, like, every other metal thing in the room. I thought it would have been really funny if he tried to just magnetize the bullet and then just, like, everything just came up to him and just, like, crushed him or something like that. Like, I mean, the rules of, like, the James Bond gadgets and stuff, you can't really be too picky with them because it's James Bond, obviously. I just thought it was funny that he was able to so meticulously, like, pick what he wanted to magnetize. I thought it was just going to be, like, magnetizing everything, and he didn't dodge a bullet. He didn't dodge a bullet. They said at the start of the movie, like, oh, I can dodge a bullet with this, like, oh, I can I'm pretty sure they said that at least, and so I was a little disappointed that that didn't happen. Okay, getting into the cast of this movie now, I'll just talk about Roger Moore, Jane Seymour, and Yaphet Kotto. So Yaphet Kotto as Mr. Big, I thought he was actually a really fun villain. I don't know how memorable of a villain he's going to be, but in the context of this movie, I thought he was really fun. I thought he suited the movie very well. I kind of liked the kind of crazy side to him. I don't even know if there was like a crazy side, but there was like a menacing side when he was yelling at James Bond about solitaire. I thought he was pretty menacing and I was a little afraid of him, to be honest with you, but overall I thought he was very fun. Maybe a little bland, maybe he should have killed blonde, maybe he should have killed Bond a little sooner, but I still thought he was a very fun villain, and maybe, to me at least, one of the better villains in the Bond franchises, because honestly, if I look back at Bond villains, the only one I really remember is Blofeld, and then Dr. No, just because Dr. No is the title of the first James Bond movie. But like, besides that, the Bond villains are kind of like the Bond girls in a way. Sometimes they just blend in with each other, but I'm not sure how this guy is going to fare as I continue on with my Bond journey. But I did think he was a really good character, a really fun character at least to have in the film. Jane Seymour as Solitaire, she was really fun. I knew she was gonna be the Bond girl. I mean, I guess everyone does. As soon as she takes off her jacket and then she's just wearing basically nothing, you're like, okay, she's the Bond girl. Also because she was like the only, like, because she's the only white girl in the room of like these 3 like black men, and then she's the only white girl, and you're like, okay, like she's gonna be important. She's probably gonna be the Bond girl because she's the only white character in this room. But I thought she was still a very fun character. I think she still is not as memorable as some of the other Bond girls, but I liked the magic stuff that was associated with her, and I liked her chemistry with Roger Moore. I just kind of wish she did more with more in the movie. Like, some of the Bond girls actually are like very kind of go-getters and will do things, but I thought Jane Seymour's character Solitaire was kind of a more kind of passive character, which maybe will mean she will be more forgettable in the future. And finally, Roger Moore as James Bond, the new James Bond, and a character who I think will have like 7 movies or something like that. So this is the first one of his James Bond tenure. I really enjoyed his James Bond. He doesn't have the same screen presence, and honestly I don't think anyone is going to have the same screen presence as Sean Connery. I think Sean Connery just has that presence where you just get drawn into him immediately. Roger Moore didn't have that, but I thought that he still had this kind of charm about him. He was way more focused on getting girls to sleep with him than actually like doing the mission or anything like that, which I thought was a very interesting thing. But I still thought he was super cool in all the action sequences. I liked that his movie was a little bit more grounded. However, I'm sure it's going to get very goofy by the end. I feel like that's how Bond movies go. They get goofy and then they try and ground them again, and then they start to get goofy again. You know, I feel like that's just the way of the world. But overall, I thought Roger Moore did a really good job as James Bond, and I was seeing him as James Bond by the end of the film, which is good because I thought it was going to be hard for me to transition. Kind of like in Doctor Who when the Doctors change, I thought it was going to be hard for me to transition from a Sean Connery into this new guy who's going to be James Bond for the next bunch of movies. But I found it pretty easy to transition, and I'm excited to see his character development as this Bond going forward. So yeah, that is my reaction and review to Live and Let Die, the 1973 James Bond film. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. I'm really excited for the next one. The next one is The Man with the Golden Gun, I think. Don't know anything about it. I'm assuming there's a golden gun in that movie. I have heard about this movie, but just because people have been like, oh yeah, I've seen Man with the Golden Gun. There are some James Bond movies that no one has ever said that they've watched to me before, like like You'll Never Live Twice or something like that, or yeah, you know that one that I just you know that one that I'm just talking about, or on Her Majesty's Secret Service is one that I've never really heard of before. But Golden Gun I've heard in conversation at times, so there must be something about it. Like this one, Live and Let Die, was probably the theme song. In Man with the Golden Gun, it's probably The Man with the Golden Gun. I don't know what maybe is making people talk about that one, but I'm excited to find out. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.